picture-perfect day here at the Eolia Mansion, Harkness Memorial State Park. Here for the Gibbons-Jelinas wedding. Pretty much finished with my setup. And it's kind of time to get ready. The ceremony starts in about 40 minutes. No one's really here yet except guests. But I just wanted to take a walk around and give you all a sense of what it's like here at Harkness. Possibly one of the prettiest places to have your wedding, ladies, fellas, if you're listening. I mean, just look at that view out onto the Long Island Sound from this great lawn. Now, let me take a walk down here and just, again, give you a sense of the expanse of this place. I mean, the beauty is just, really, it's unmatched. I mean, you got these huge, old trees, you know? I mean, people come down here for picnics and what have you. Now this is looking back at the mansion itself. Let me just zoom out, give you a sense. I mean, you couldn't ask for a prettier setting. And then, of course, as we wander over here, there are some really fabulous gardens. I mean, these gardens are literally world-renowned. Actually, I mean, today's August 2nd, 2013. There was a very nice article in the Hartford Current talking about Harkness State Park and the Eolia Mansion. And apparently the Harkness family bought this place. It was only a year or so old when they bought it. And I think it was 1906 or 1907. So this is one of the secret gardens. Lovely ironwork. And when you walk in, I mean, you know, a true English garden. I mean, how lovely is this for pictures, ladies, huh? I mean, just look at that. Got beautiful daylilies in bloom, some nice salvia. Oh, I don't know what you call those lilacs, but they're lilacs on a stick. That's what I call them. Absolutely lovely. Just beautiful. And as you can see, the families get to come in and enjoy these gardens also. But really, just a lovely, lovely setting for a wedding. And then from here, looking back at the mansion. Now in that wing, that's typically where they'll do the buffet setup if it's a buffet style dinner, or the bar might be set up in there. In this case, I believe that's where they are setting up the bar, which is unusual. I mean, more often times than not, I see it outdoors here at the Eolia. And as we continue walking around these gardens, now if I were to refer to these gardens, I would call them, I believe, these would be the west side, so we'll call them the West Gardens. And we'll call the glass enclosed wing there the West Wing. Now, typically that room is only used for overflow. I mean, I think the suggested seating here is like 120, 130, 140, something of that nature. Otherwise, like I said, the West Wing, I mean, is this fabulous or what? Just look at this, wherever you go, vines everywhere. And here you have the banquet staff, busy at work, setting up the, again, we'll call it the West Wing. As I walk around, as you can see, guests are already arriving. These are the more or less the family members that are arriving now. Everybody else is due here shortly. And we come back into, or I should say under the big top. And this is where the reception will be. This is where the dancing will be, the introductions, toast, first dance, father-daughter dance. The cake will be brought out here later for cake cutting. Really, the only thing indoors will be dining. And indoors, this is, I believe it's called the loggia, the grand staircase. The loggia continues down. As you can see, the banquet staff is busy setting up. And as we continue around, into, we'll call this the East Wing. Really main dining. And then we continue out onto the east portico, again overlooking the Great Long, the Long Island Sound, into the big top, Attented dance area with the DJ setup. That's where I'll be performing this tonight. And as we continue around, we'll walk into the, let's call them the West Gardens. Unfortunately, the fountain isn't on today. Normally it is. I mean, these are just some fabulous, fabulous gardens. Oh, we can't miss this. As we look up ahead, here's our wedding party. Getting in some early pictures. I mean, this bride and groom, they are so much fun. Kim and Chris. We had a blast when they were over at my house for their formal consultation. We're expecting a release of butterflies later on to conclude the ceremony. Can't wait to see that happen. We were having fun with that when it came to, if any of you are familiar with 2.5 Men, the episode where Alan tried to release what turned out to be dead butterflies, and he's throwing them up into the air at his mother's second wedding to the gigolo. It was hilarious. But anyway, so as we continue around, just zoom back out here. But that is typically where the ceremony will take place. That is, I don't know what you would call it, a pergola. It's really nice. I mean, it's got that Greco-Roman thing going on. You can see the chairs out front. That's where the close family will sit. The rest of the guests will gather around in the wings of the pergola to observe the ceremony. As we continue through this garden, really a lovely, lovely setting. And even down here, it's wonderful. You have, it's like a secret garden. As we walk down about 8 steps into our lower garden. And this is what greets you. Really, an amazing property. Little fountains just tucked away. Again, looking out onto the Long Island Sound. This is kind of situated on a, it's kind of like a little peninsula. So, I mean, you have water on really almost 3 sides. And then we continue down into yet another secret garden. Now, obviously, this one is not as well kept up, unfortunately, but it's a lot of fun just to wander around these stone paths, you know? I mean, especially if any of you bring kids to your wedding, they're going to have a blast out here. You're never going to see them. They're going to be out here exploring. I know I would if I were a kid. And this just continues on and on and on. I mean, just look at these. Wherever you look, there's these little stone paths. Obviously, some more worn than others. Another one leading out to the Sound. And it just continues. and continues. And you can see they've been trying to clear in here. I mean, this is mostly volunteer work now. And in the opening to the great field. And then this leads back up to more cleared paths. And then looking directly ahead, again, you can see where the ceremony area is. And that would be, again, if I pan right, in conjunction to where the mansion is. You can barely make the big top through the trees there. Family members gathering around, just enjoying the day. It's a gorgeous day out here. 86 degrees, no humidity, a picture perfect New England summer day. And we don't get many of them, ladies and gentlemen. So that's about it. I'm going to slowly make my way back to the mansion. As I walk in and struggle to find the correct controls on this to give you a good sense of what it's like walking around here at Harkness. Truly, one of my top 5 venues to play at. I mean, it's just conducive to a fabulous celebration, if not my favorite. So again, that's about it for today's little, let's call it show and tell here at Harkness. Thank you all for watching, and hopefully we'll see you out and about at one of my events. This is DJ Kurt, DJ Kurt Entertainment, over and out.